Welcome back to the grand finale of our Autumn in Tuscany series. Over the past 2 episodes, we've wandered through some of Tuscany's most breathtaking landscapes. We began in the UNESCO-listed Val di Orcia, then we ventured north to the Chianti region, staying in a historic 600-year-old wine estate. Now, for our final adventure, we're taking you to Florence, the beating heart of the Renaissance. But this isn't your typical tour. This time, we're stepping off the well-trodden path to uncover Florence's hidden mysteries, wander through its vibrant mercatos, and savor some of the most authentic Tuscan flavors the city has to offer. So if Tuscany is on your travel list, hit save on the playlist, you won't want to miss a thing. And now let's dive into one last unforgettable journey through history, culture, and the magic of Tuscany in autumn. Let's go! The next morning, we checked out of Castello de Fontertuli after an absolutely delightful stay. We headed to our final destination of the trip, but not without a mandatory pit stop. If you were to ask any local about what to do and where to visit in Tuscany, 9 out of 10 experts will list San Gimignano as a must-visit. San Gimignano is a medieval Manhattan with a skyline dotted with tall towers. It's amazing how well preserved these towns are, and as we traversed the narrow alley leading to the main town square, our necks did not get an opportunity to bend down, for every inch of the city is breathtaking. We arrived at the town square with ancient skyscrapers on one side and a beautiful cathedral on the other. A street musician played in one corner and people sat on the cathedral steps, eating, drinking, or simply marveling at the beauty surrounding them. We couldn't resist joining the crowd and indulging in a local specialty, pizza slices from a popular shop near the piazza. The combination of the stunning medieval backdrop, the sound of the music, and the warm flavors of the food made this a truly unforgettable moment. After our meal, we wandered through San Gimignano's winding alleys and charming shops, each corner revealing more of its medieval magic. The town's skyline of preserved towers, once a display of wealth and power during the Middle Ages, felt like a time capsule. Reluctantly, we returned to our car for the final drive back. Our journey through the heart of Tuscany was coming to an end, but not before the final hurrah in the biggest jewel of the Tuscan crown, Florence. After returning our rental car, we decided to take the train to Florence's city centre. We had booked an Airbnb for a very specific reason: its view. The moment we stepped inside, we were wowed. The view we had booked the place for was exactly as imagined. The famous Ponte Vecchio right outside our window, visible even from the bed. It was the perfect welcome to Florence. We settled in, opened a bottle of wine we'd picked up earlier, and began planning our evening. For dinner, we followed our host recommendation to Osteria da Fulvio in the hippiest part of Florence, Centro Storico. The restaurant was buzzing with energy, and for good reason. The interiors were stunning, featuring exposed wooden beams, warm ambient lighting, and a rustic yet modern Italian charm. Known for its seafood, we indulged in a kilo of mussels and a spicy octopus pasta in tomato sauce. The flavors were exquisite, but the highlight of the evening was the traditional Tuscan dessert, cantuccini e vino. A simple yet decadent pairing of crunchy almond biscuits with a sweet dessert wine, it was a delightful finish to the meal and a memorable first evening in Florence. This was the first time Ankit and I were visiting Florence together, and despite our individual past visits, we both agreed this was our favorite city in the world. With limited time, we decided to make the most of the next day by diving into Airbnb experiences.
I'm Luca. I started in a restaurant many years ago.
We began with a food tour led by a professional chef, Luca. He took us to Florence's bustling local market, Mercato di Sant'Ambrogio, where we sampled Tuscan specialties like schiacciata bread sandwiches with salami, lampredetto, a traditional tripe sandwich, and ribollita, a hearty Tuscan soup. The samplers kept coming until we had to plead with Luca to stop. He graciously relented but insisted on finishing with gelato from the best gelateria in town. We also picked up cured meats and a bottle of local olive oil to take back home. After the indulgence, we took a long walk back to digest before our evening activity, an offbeat walking tour of Florence. Our guide, Duccio, an archaeologist, shared fascinating stories about Florence from its Roman beginnings to its Renaissance glory. We explored lesser-known historical sites, including an old prison now transformed into a luxury hotel. The tour ended at Piazza della Signoria, where we sipped Negronis overlooking Hercules, Neptune, and a replica of Michelangelo's David. The next morning, we planned to visit the Uffizi Gallery, a treasure trove of Renaissance art commissioned by the Medici family. Despite arriving at 8:45 a.m., we encountered a significant crowd. A reminder to arrive by 8:15 a.m. if you want to beat the rush. Okay, so we're in the worst line right now because we just bought our tickets. Keep in mind the next time you are coming here to book online in advance the night before or 2 days before to get to the fast lane and not get stuck in the worst line. The gallery was breathtaking, featuring masterpieces by Botticelli, Michelangelo, and Leonardo da Vinci. The Medici legacy was palpable in every corner, a testament to Florence's pivotal role in art history. After spending the morning at the gallery, we enjoyed the views of the Duomo from the rooftop cafe at the Uffizi Gallery before taking a stroll through Florence's beautiful streets, soaking in the city's vibrant energy. For lunch, we visited Mercato Centrale, a lively food market that encapsulates the city's culinary spirit. In the evening, we debated between the popular Piazzale Michelangelo or the lesser-known village of Fiesole. Intrigued by Florence's Etruscan past, we chose Fiesole, a 25-minute bus ride away. The village offered a unique vantage point, giving us a bird's-eye view of Florence bathed in golden light of sunset. It was a serene and unforgettable way to conclude our time in this magical city. And just like that, our journey through Tuscany comes to an end, but what an unforgettable adventure it's been. From rolling countryside and medieval villages to sun-drenched vineyards and the timeless streets of Florence, every moment has been a story in itself. If this series has inspired your own Tuscan adventure, save this playlist as your go-to travel guide when the time comes. Love exploring the world with us? Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, grazie for watching and we'll see you at the next destination.